Pete, what's wrong? Come on.
It's fine. I'm all right.
Sit down. How can I help?
Really? Starting to get used to it. Gets worse every day. Time I have left's evaporating quick.
You experience them often? These attacks?
Don't really keep count, but never know if the next one won't be my last.
Wow, rough.
No shit. That's breathing down my neck, always.
I know what that feels like.
What do you mean?
I never talked about this, you know. I should be saying they tried to kill me. But sometimes it feels like they actually succeeded.
Tell me more.
Ambush. Attempt on my life 7 years back.
Yeah, you said. What exactly happened there, Reed?
I landed in the ICU, where I waited for some Arasaka goon to come finish me off. I was betrayed by our people, the FIA. I say betrayed, but I was sold out. Part of a deal, a peace offering. My head on a silver platter. All for a ceasefire. Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay it. Come on, I want to show you something.
Hang on. They set you up, yet here you are working for him again.
Even deep wounds stop hurting eventually. Scar over. A few years on, they're just an itch. Let's go. Let's ride down.
Where we headed?
On a little trip down memory lane to see some old junk. I still can't believe Alex decided the best place for a bar was right over our old safe house. She's always had a twisted sense of humor.
Where's she at? Waiting downstairs?
She's finishing up recon in town. We should make ourselves at home until she gets back. Been dark for 7 years, this place. Let's brighten things up again. The end of any war is never pretty. Both sides race to tie up loose ends. A car bomb blew up one of my crew. Another was poisoned. A third got shot in the back of the head while buying a pack of smokes. A couple others just vanished without a trace. Every night we waited for Arasaka agents to come finish us off. I had to make a choice. I chose to dig our heels in. I thought we still had a fighting chance. It was bold. It was stupid. A mix of both. Maybe I just didn't know how to walk away, let it rest. Or maybe I don't know how to lose. Either way, we managed to save a few more agents. The price for that was yours truly.
Say what you want, but sounds like they stabbed you in the back, plain and simple.
Saving many of my people in the process. You play grown-up games, you face grown-up consequences. Funny. Out of everyone, it was Songbird they asked to pull the trigger.
Wait,
Yeah.
pull the trigger as in literally took out her iron and shot you.
Not personally, but she unlocked the door for those who came and did. I was leaving the city, heading home. Songbird was still here, in this very room, in fact. He was guiding me on comms, led me straight into a trap. Neutralizing me. Her last assignment in Night City. Then she got a ticket home.
Reed, what you're doing now, this saving her, or is it revenge?
I don't have a vengeful bone left in me. I had plenty of time to examine this under a microscope. Under focus, some things sharpen, others blur. But there comes a point when you just cut through the bullshit and see what's in front of you. Songbird is still my people, and nothing can change that.
Fuck, Reed.
Now, Myers is a whole nother story. But Songbird, no. I got nothing against her.
So why Myers?
I miss anything?
Some reminiscing. So good, let's get this show going. I checked up on Slider's contention. Fucking had it right, it turns out. I dove into old mission files wherever Somi was involved. They were buried deep, near impossible to access, even with my clearance. Each and every one, the Blackwall. All authorizations, mission orders, personally signed by one person, Rosalind Myers.
Wouldn't want to be in her shoes if that shit floats to the top.
The NUS is a small country governed by a woman with highly ambitious goals. Sometimes those ambitions went out of reason. But that's not something we need to pour over now. Alex, what do you have for us?
A little of this, little of that. We'll plan in a sec. Say, V, like playing fancy dress up?
Makes no difference either way.
Good. 'Cause you will doll up, honey. Managed to learn that some pop megastar is gonna grace the party with a show. Guest list? Expect everybody who's anybody. That includes you. Gonna don fancy outfits and rub shoulders with VIPs. Be warned though, fancy doesn't mean easy. Ready for the deets, V?
No, but you're gonna dump on me anyway.
Black Sapphire, the most heavily guarded place in Dogtown. Doesn't mean security's airtight though. V, you're gonna enter through a flooded tunnel system. Got a top-of-the-line diving suit, ought to fit you snug as a glove. Water's maybe a little super toxic. So yeah, be careful.
Toxic how exactly?
From suspect waste, some sewage leak too. Don't worry, suit's piss and shit proof. Already know what the hotel looks like. Really, really hard to miss. Flooded tunnels here. That's your way inside. Now focus. You'll reach a terminal at the end. Jack in and breach the cams, giving Reed his window to slip into the building. You'll take different elevators up. Here. Saul will open a passage to his side. Before you ask, yeah, it's the only way. Area could be heavily guarded, so you'll have to be on your tippy toes. Couldn't get clean intel, so you'll just have to be creative. Improvise. You're gonna meet here. Soon as you meet up, you'll doll up like it's prom night and go to the ball. That's where you'll rendezvous with Songbird. All clear?
Okay, how we getting in again?
You're swimming in through flooded tunnels. Reed'll take the high road after you let him inside. Sound good?
Remind me, how do I get Reed in?
You'll swim to the other side, find the terminal, jack in, breach the cams, locate Reed, and crack a door. Then you'll take elevators up, Reed'll open a path to his side. You'll then sneak past the guards and stroll into the party like NC royalty. Seared all that into your brain?
Yup.
Preem. Okay, let's talk gear. Take your time. Grab anything you think might be useful. A surprise awaits you in the box.
This your iron?
Sure is. Her Majesty's been itching to return to active duty.
It'd be an honor.
That reminds me. Hans, what did he want in return for the favor he did us?
Dogtown's locked in a never-ending power struggle. A lot of biz to go around. But only Hansen reaps the rewards. Hans is gunning to diversify who controls what, when, and where. My skills and know-how are to facilitate that.
Politics. It's the same shit wherever you go. You know, if not for you, we'd have no way of getting into the Black Sapphire reaching Sonberg. It's good to have you on our side. I mean that, V.
That it? We set?
I believe we are. I'll hang back a while, and then meet you there.
The place stinks of memories, huh?
A little dusty, but well-preserved.
What are we gonna do with it once I'm on the Riviera? Gonna lock yourself in here, fondle all this old dead tech till your balls shrivel up?
Burn it to the ground's what we'll do. And never come back.
Now that I like.
How's it going, Misty? You alright?
I think so. Not easy, you know. Putting my life back together. Without him. And you? I mean, you too?
It's weird, but I think we're starting to see eye to eye.
I had a feeling it'd work out. It's hard not to get along with you, V.
How's biz, Misty? Boomin'?
You're the first person to walk in here for 2 days. And 2 days ago, it was a pizza guy. Got lost. People in this town, they've lost their spiritual connection. But well, you know, I'm here to serve them, not the other way around.
How's it going with Mama Wells?
Pretty good. Maybe too good.
Well, how's that?
After we said goodbye to Jackie, she invited me over. We talked for a while. Now, not a day goes by when she doesn't call. Ask how it's going. Tells me about herself, Jackie, everything. Sometimes for hours. Sent me a roast the other day. You believe that? Apparently I'm too skinny. She knows I don't eat meat. V, I'm afraid she's trying to, I don't know, adopt me somehow.
What's the big deal? I wish somebody would make me a roast.
I think Miss Wells is using me to avoid thinking about her son's death.
With a new surrogate daughter.
Exactly.
You ever run into a guy who calls himself a Zen master?
No, but I've heard of him. He try and give you some meditation BDs?
Uh-huh. Then he disappeared. All I found was his clothes.
And that worries you.
The way he was talking, it was like he knew about Johnny. He didn't say anything directly, but...
Maybe you just took his teachings too close to heart.
Yeah, maybe.
Any case, if you see him again, send him to me.
You want to meditate too?
No, want to read his tarot.
Hey, Misty. I happened upon some more murals. A little different, these. Can't say exactly how, just different.
Describe what you saw for me.
So, saw a hooded figure, star, pentagram behind him. Devil's dealings your area of expertise too?
The King of Pentacles. Having dealings of your own. With one who's built a rich, powerful realm through sheer determination. Someone like that. Dangerous, V. World looks different from atop a throne. Your reign is constantly under threat.
Rather deal with satanic shit, honestly. Saying I gotta be on my guard?
I'm not sure simple caution's enough. Bad fate's stronger than that. But follow your heart, I always say. Even in defeat, you'll remain true to yourself.
So there was this figure seated, holding this thingamabob like a club or a scepter or something?
The King of Wands? So, that suggests you've met a leader who sticks to his principles in pursuing his aims, or even some grand vision.
Okay, good or bad?
Well, as ever, it depends on you. The King of Wands suggests fresh opportunities, the discarding of old patterns or habits. But it implies a certain danger, too, of ruthless action and shortcuts taken. And in the end, it could demand a sacrifice towards fulfillment of some great expectation.
Saw this figure sitting there with, dunno, a goblet maybe?
Ah, the King of Cups. Oh, be especially careful with anyone you've met who this card might be pointing to.
Well, gotta be careful with everyone I meet these days.
On one hand, the King of Cups signifies understanding, emotional balance. On the other, he's the opposite, manipulation and spiritual crisis. And V, hun, the last thing your spirit needs is even more chaos and disappointment.
So, saw a guy wielding a pair of swords.
You've met the King of Swords, one of my personal favorites.
Something good?
Well, the King of Swords sees clearly and has a strong voice of reason. But when emotions run high, even reason can't always rise above the jazz. His truths are often sharp, painful to hear. Some would rather cover their ears, live a lie, if only to avoid suffering.
Sheesh, you're a real chum, Misty. Thanks. Great insights. Still not sure what to make of what I saw, though.
Well, I think you're caught between strong personalities, warring ones even. They all want to influence you, though not all of them necessarily know it.
Nothing new there.
Don't dismiss it, V. You've got new possibilities to explore, new paths to tread. On the way to either your salvation or doom. The choice is still yours, though. You still shape your life.
So what do I do? What's the right path?
Just be true to yourself, V. Your heart'll know the way. A life-changing event is likely imminent. Watch for it closely.
You want to read my tarot?
Sure thing. The Chariot. You're ready for change. Ready to seek the truth about yourself. And to help, you'll have... someone from your family? The sun reversed. You'll meet some obstacles, but they will be temporary. So long as you follow your own judgment. Stick to your chosen path. Strength. Strength of will, discipline, and courage will always be rewarded. But not necessarily at your destination, as the reversed magician shows. Perhaps the path itself is what's important, and will help you overcome your fear?
In Luxor Heights, there's a... let's call it a sports academy. Clients from all around the world come there to seek fresh talent. Contracts are signed while taxes allegedly go unpaid. It so happens that my client doesn't like people who cut corners. With my Netrunner's help, you'll enter the facility and extract the data that's of import to my client. Godspeed.
Your hand's Merc, right? How much you know about the job?
Not much. Hans mentioned something about athletes and peeps evading taxes.
Here's the sitch. At this academy, they're training, molding young athletes. Folks flying from across the world to meet them, sign contracts. You're going in as a scout for the San Diego Shredders. Name's Victor Wilson, 28, and you're looking for a wide receiver. Scheduling you in their system now. You following all this?
Got it. San Diego Shredders, Victor Wilson, 28 years old, looking for a wide receiver.
Well done. Just remember to keep a tight lip, no unnecessary chatter. Once you're in, find Fiona Varga's office, the Academy's director, and pull data on every scout who's ever signed a contract. Questions?
What's a sports academy doing in Dogtown?
They're all over the world. They make athletes stronger, better. But if you want to enhance them earlier than the legal age limit, where would you go?
Where no one gives a shit.
Or as it's more commonly known, Dogtown. Whatever Hansen says, goes. And nobody gives a fuck about the rest.
Cover story's a little thin. Ought to flesh it out, don't you think?
No need. It's your way in, nothing more. Beyond that, avoid any talk about yourself. Just blend in, get the data, and get out.
Hans is a tax collector now. Yeah, I ain't buying it.
How about shitload of Eddie's collector? Sound more believable? Job isn't glamorous, but it pays.
All clear.
Great. Quick scan and you're good to go. After you, Victor Wilson.
So he's a gentleman now. Who'd have thought? Later.
Welcome, Mr. Wilson. If you'll join me, please.
What is it?
Everything you see here is protected under an NDA. Should any information about our athletes be made public, our contract with the Diego Shredders will be terminated, effective immediately.
Ouch, sounds serious.
If I may, I suggest you start your visit at our world-class bar. Drinks are on the house.
Well then, got my first mission for you. Need you to neutralize 3 shots of tequila, stat.
Who's using these bots?
Our verbal motoric integrated interface is used by scouts such as yourself remotely, from Asia, Europe, Africa. Since not everyone can make a personal appearance in Dogtown, we've provided a solution.
I'd like to speak with Dr. Fiona Vargas in private.
Without an appointment, I'm afraid that won't be possible.
These athletes, V. They're kids. Kids way too young for this kind of crime.
See that, Johnny?
Ladies and
Heartless
gentlemen,
fucks.
the next junior for the 2077-2078 season is Katie McCannon. Katie is a young but extremely talented soccer player. Top scoring position, midfield.
See a free spot on the other side with your name on it. Be right with you,
Our
sir.
next athlete, whom you'll have the pleasure of meeting, is Kelvin Golden Strickland. Kelvin is a
These, showcases happen often?
Only when Dr. Vargas thinks an athlete's worth showing off, which is pretty often.
Please feel free to review his
Dr. Fiona ever make an appearance at these things?
Nah, she's not really the type to mingle. Prefers sitting cooped up in her office downstairs.
No booze, thanks. Make it a Nicola?
Here you go. First time, I take it? Which team you scouting for?
And the statistics are live. In just a moment, you'll see.
I'm with the San Diego Shredders, scouting for a wide receiver.
You say the Shredders? Small world. I'm Caden. Worked with Tomas 2 seasons back.
Vic Wilson.
Wait, shopping for another wideout after re-signing your franchise stats leader? Man's an all-time deep threat. What's his name?
If life's taught me anything, it's not to talk to folks I don't know about biz that ain't theirs. Sorry, pal. Don't take it personal.
Bill, I think our friend here needs something stronger to loosen up.
Work on your own drink, pal.
Yeah, fuck yourself too.
What the?
That was tempered glass. What I wouldn't give to know Fiona's secret.
Sorry, I have to close the bar for a
Forgive me,
sec.
ladies and gentlemen, but due to damaged equipment, this athlete showcase is on.
Now's our chance to sneak behind the scenes of this fucking circus.
Johnny Silverhand asking me to get up from a bar. Something new every day. Hello.
Whoa! You scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
Let me guess. You're with the team. Here to pick me up?
Which team?
The Atlanta Wolves. Duh! I'm gonna be their new pitcher. So that means you're not here for me.
How are you holding up? Everything all right?
Not this again. I already had a talk with that shrink this week. I've said all there is to say.
Who brought you here?
Who? Me! I applied. I was chosen. The look on Mom's face when I told her I'm leaving Eugene to become a pro? She was so proud.
Your mom? Don't you miss her?
Sometimes, but only a little. And I try not to, because I'm strong.
What you reading?
A biography of Diamond Day, my favorite basketball player who was born right here in Dogtown. Did you know she trained with... Now, if you'll excuse me, sir, I'm on a tight schedule. I have to focus on my training.
Darn it. It's got... I was just looking for a...
It's all right. What's your name?
Tommy.
How'd you get in here? They let you out of your room?
Well, I know a few tricks. My dad's a techie. He taught me a ton of stuff.
Hi, Tommy. My name's V. What you doing here?
Nothing. I'm just kind of here.
In the director's office? Come on. I know you were looking for something.
Yeah, sort of wanted to see if I got picked for a team, but still no one. It's not fair. I've got all the right skills, the right chrome, I'm super duper fast.
Your day'll come. Just takes time, that's all.
It's just, well, I'm getting old.
You. Old.
Soon no one will want me. Not even the worst teams. Dad said I can't screw up because we live in Dogtown and career in sports is our last chance.
Tough having that responsibility. But if it wasn't for your family, what would you want?
Have some fun, I guess. Or take a vacation. That'd be neat.
You're a good kid, Tommy. Know that?
I know.
Hey, chin up, kiddo. It'll all work out. You'll see. Say, little whiz like you wouldn't know where Fiona's terminal is, would you? Need it for a sec.
It's right there. Can't you see?
Well, would you look at that? Silly old me.
See? I know everything.
Yeah. Clever little rascal. Now buck up and get out of here, or Miss Fiona sees you.
Yes, sir. I just need to find, that thing.
What in the... Tommy! Out! Now!
Wait, he was looking for your office. I was just trying to help. Please, Miss Fiona.
Leave the boy out of this, please.
It's okay, Tommy. Don't gotta stay. Fiona and I need to talk grown-up stuff. Right?
That's right.
Now run along, kiddo.
We're reasonable people. I'm sure we can work something out. What is it you want?
Want to burn this place to the fucking ground.
A to the fucking men.
I understand you're upset, but let's talk this through. You connected to a terminal containing my client's data, correct? What do you intend to do with it?
Got it backwards. I'm the one asking questions.
I have a duty to protect my business and my clients. You understand that, I'm sure.
Business? The fucking gall.
Think of the children. Would you really deprive them of their only chance for a better life?
Just gets better and better, this bitch.
If you please, just hear me out. I'd like to make you an offer.
Start talking, and it better make sense.
Thank you. Come, let me show you something. See this?
My patience is wearing thin, Fiona.
Mark Elway, 22 years old, exceptional basketball player. Monica Diaz, 25, ranked top 15 worldwide in tennis. And our brightest star, Al Ford, the NUSA's heavyweight champion at only 21 years old.
Guessing I'm about to hear this is all 'cause of you.
I helped them, me. And if you leak my clients, this center will go under and these kids' bright future darken quick. Including Tommy. His file's right here. You help me, you help him.
It's a kind of cynicism that deserves a medal.
Barking up the wrong tree. Truth is, I don't care what happens to him.
I see. Here's my offer. We do a controlled leak. I'll hand over the data of a few clients of secondary importance to me. Your employer wants names, transaction details. They'll get them. Everyone walks away happy.
Those kids who end up on the street with post-op implant sickness, you don't think they hang their pics here too, do you?
Why go to all this trouble?
Well, if you really want to know, it's cheaper.
Not 'cause you're chipping kids that are too young for it?
You think we're the only ones? Name me one professional athlete without implants. You can't. The earlier you start, the better long term. Sports would be a snooze fest without them.
How much you making off these poor kids and their parents?
Unlike your, profession, I provide chances for a better life. Not for free, granted. But the parents know the risks. It's in their contracts.
Knowing and understanding, two different things.
Go to Night City. Look at all those kids walking the streets alone. Can you claim they're better off than our future athletes?
You're a real good Samaritan, huh? Had it up to here with your cynical bullshit. Get me access to that data.
No need to get emotional. Let's be professional about this.
Shut up and grant me access.
You'll be destroying everything I've built.
It's a fucking idea. Access now.
Fine. Here.
Nicely done, V. Thanks to you, our Europeans can make sure tax evaders
Who's this client that cares so much about taxes?
The EEC only wants what it is owed. As they pay well, I'm only happy to oblige. Closing this contract.
Sorry for interrupting. Name's V.
Martha. This man here? He'll help us.
Time's a factor here. Quicker you tell me about the killer, quicker I can get to doing what I do best.
All of us here, we pitched in. We've suffered enough. Leon Rinder doesn't deserve to live. He was a triggerman for Hansen. A murderer.
Was the run-up. Who's on the roof of this shack? Bash his leg against a railing. It's a 10-foot jump for a man who's got to weigh at least 360 pounds.
Heavier than a motherfucker lead spitter that did this. See the blood? Indentation? Took some poor fucker's head and bashed it. Repeatedly.
Ah, you're here. I was just wondering if you'd come.
Rough time starting from zero?
Well, Dogtown isn't quite the promised land, is it?
Quit being a chicken shit cunt, Lamar. We got this. You, V? Don't you fuck up down at the docks.
Stubborn ass.
Lamar, something wrong? Acting weirdly, Composed? Shit. How bad was it?
Was. Still is. Way to go, Merc. You remember what's next?
Look, get that you're stressed, but I need you to keep it professional. Quit looking for reasons to fight.
And you quit your psychobabble bullshit. Hey, you're not Bree.
I'm not.
What are you doing here?
Look, got my biz to tend to. Suggest you tend to yours.
Just tell Bree to take care of herself, here.
Well, Caesar managed to breach one of the data forts. He found fragments of some outdated code. Command controls for a weapon, perhaps? All we need now is an AI to merge his findings. Lisa will probe the black wall for any potential gateways. Huh? Oh, right. Day 39. Thanks, Lisa.
Hear that? They wanted to breach the black wall.